the Roald Dahl Story Company approached us last year to see whether we wanted to do a collaboration.
Get radio breakfast with Rich Smith.
We're continuing our conversations now at 10 years of independent Oxford. I'm really lucky we're catching up with Sally dear from Ducky Zebra. Sally, good morning to you.
Morning, Rich. Thanks for having me.
Absolute pleasure, and really great to have you on. Now, we all know that Ducky Zebra is award-winning sustainable kids fashion, and we could talk about that today, but we're not going to. We're going to talk about fashion and also reading as well. Tell us all.
Yes, so at Ducky Zebra, as you said, we create sustainable children's clothes, and they're all free from stereotypes. And as part of our purpose as a business, we want to challenge stereotypes and try and bridge that gap that there can often be. And we often see that later in life. So it might be around confidence, it might be around pay. There's all sorts of gaps that we experience. But one of the gaps is a gender reading gap. And there's a lot of research to show that there is a greater focus from a young age on encouraging girls to read. Very sadly, there's research to show that dads are more likely to read with a girl, their daughter, than their son. And there will be all sorts of reasons for that. And often boys are encouraged to be more active, be outdoors, adventurous, perhaps they're gaming. But we're seeing at primary school and into secondary school that reading gap. So I really wanted to create some clothes that encouraged a love of reading for all children. A celebration of reading.
It's such a wonderful idea. So my godson Jude, he absolutely adores reading. He's just gets into it and everything, and that's really lucky, and that's really wonderful. And his folks encourage it and what have you. And he's literally immersed in it. You can see that in his mind, he's there. Whatever book it is that he's reading, he's there. He's living it. He's seeing it. He's part of it, and everything like that. That's a really lucky and wonderful and fortunate situation. But even with him, adding a layer on of kind of wearing something that you're kind of linking to and being reading, it all just adds to that immersive environment, which kids just thrive on, and kids absolutely adore and love, and kind of go, I'm wearing what I'm reading about, and this is crazy. This is absolutely, but also the kind of the things that you're kind of doing, they're timeless stuff as well, aren't they? I mean, the kind of the Roald Dahl thing, they're classics.
Absolutely. I have to. So, the Roald Dahl Story Company approached us last year to see whether we wanted to do a collaboration. And I guess I was hesitant to start with because I wanted to stay true to our brand. I wanted to make sure that our values weren't compromised. But actually, the Quentin Blake illustrations are so well recognised and loved by so many people across the world. And so, yes, I'm really excited to then have worked with them and have created designs and a concept that hasn't compromised our values at all. So we've developed two different designs, and they're exclusive. And one of them is more around the snuggly kind of comforting side of reading. And it's got various animals from Roald Dahl classics. It's got the newt from Matilda, the tortoise from ECO Trot. It's got the monkey from the Twits. And they're all kind of enjoying reading a book, perhaps before bedtime. And then the second print is inspired by the giraffe and the Pelly and Me. And it's trying to show the adventure and excitement you can get from reading, the fact that you can be transported into new worlds, and it's got the animals literally leaping out of the pages of the book. So it shows as well, reading can be a passive comforting pastime, but it can take us on great adventures and kind of really make our imaginations very active as well.
Yeah, you've taken me back to a bedtime reading only a few months ago where I was doing the voices of giraffes and pelicans, and indeed me as well. So thank you for taking me back there. I won't be doing those voices on the radio.
I was going to say maybe that will be another stop.
No, that is reserved especially for Jude and his bedtime. So an amazing things. And how does it feel to be obviously linked, like we said, with such a classic illustrator. As soon as you say Roald Dahl, you think of the stories, but in your mind's eye, you have those illustrations in your head. I see them now. And yes, I've slightly read one slightly sooner than what I would have as I read them as a child. But instantly, we're all transported back to that exact point that you can see the drawings, you can see everything coming to life. It must be an incredible feeling for an indie like yourself to kind of go, wow, we're hanging our hats on something that's iconic.
That is true, yeah, because we launched just over 3 years ago. And I guess as an independent business, you've got all of your goals and your ideas about where you might want to go. And I have to say, when I set out, I never thought that I would be going down this particular path. And it's really exciting. And I think it also kind of shows the credibility that we have as a brand. I think the fact that we are really focused on sustainability. So all of the clothes are made from GOTS organic cotton, and GOTS is a particular accreditation that's very hard to get. But there's lots of other features as well. The fact that the prints are unisex, so they can be passed on to friends and family after you finish with them, so they can the lifestyle can be extended. And we've got links with the Oxford Baby Bank, so people can return old clothes as well. So there's lots of things we try and do to be as sustainable as possible. And I think from the Roald Dahl Story Company's perspective, that was I guess something that they wanted to be a part of as well. So yeah, but from my perspective and for us as a business, it's really exciting to be 3 years and to have worked with the Roald Dahl Story Company and to create some gorgeous sleepwear as well.
No, absolutely. And I guess it potentially opens doors for for other such wonderful illustrators and other, it's not just a Roald Dahl thing. There's tons out there. You instantly think of the Gruffalo and things like that, and I'm trying to sort of scramble around for kids' books, which I don't know. But all of those things, are potentials.
Yeah, I mean, my inbox has been quite busy.
Brilliant.
I think for us as a brand, you're absolutely right. It does open up lots of other opportunities. I think, and we would definitely consider doing more licensing in the future. I think we would want to do it really thoughtfully and perhaps not do it all the time. So it allows us to bring a kind of a degree of excitement or something a little bit new every now and then, but I definitely kind of well considered partnerships.
Brilliant stuff. Well, look, the future is very bright, and I think I remember speaking to you way back when you first opened, and I'm glad you sort of mentioned it, because I was like, I'm sure we spoke to Sally like almost when the shop was opening, and I'm fairly sure we did. And to kind of have a little bit of a catch up on this journey and to hear this is an absolutely amazing and wonderful thing. So sort of congratulations from sort of listening and being part of your journey as well. Wonderful. Sally, thanks so much for joining us this morning. It's been a real pleasure.
Thank you so much, Rich.
It's always great. It's great, isn't it, to hear those fun times? And there'll be people listening this morning as well going, oh, yeah, Sally from 3 years ago. So, yeah, Sally Deer there from Ducky Zebra. Make sure you check out the collection. You can see it on the website. It looks absolutely stunning.